Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Don Aslam. I'm a 700k footed trader, and in this video I'm going to be showing you a simple break and retest strategy that should help you to get past profit challenges quite easily. Without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so today I'm going to be using gold for the example, applying the most simple strategy in the world, what I believe is the break and retest strategy. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate level, expert level, whatever your level is. I think the break and retest is by far the most easiest strategy out there where one can learn. Right now I'm going to be using this method for gold, and you can see this huge opportunities here. Now the break and retest method, why I think is so powerful, guys, it's a simple method, right? You just mark up your key levels, then you wait for a level to be broken, and then once it comes back down, you just wait for some kind of a rejection. I've already made previous videos where you can check on exactly what kind of rejections they should be, and then you just capitalize on those. Super simple. Now if you look at even some of these 1 to 8s, almost 1 to 9s, 1 to 5s, risk to reward 1 to 9 again, 1 to 6. And what I believe a lot of these traders, what they ignore is, even you might be doing this yourself right now, is one, do you have a fixed stop loss? Look at this, pretty much mine is the same, whether you want to call this 40 points or 400 points, 40 pips or 400 points. Look at this, my stop loss is pretty much the same, right? So if this gets triggered, I'm just going to change my bias. Number two, look at my TPs. Now normally I do use a fixed TP. Mine is pretty much 5.5, so I 1 to 5.5, almost 1 to 6 RR. This is what I apply for UJ. Now if I just show you, this is for oil. I'm showing you all this, guys, so I can already show you the amount of data I've collected. This is for GJ, 4-hour time frame. One blue line to blue line is 1 week, one red line to one red line is 1 month. Past, as you can see, some of these here, past phase 1s, phase 2s, as I go along, just like to jot that down as well. But I don't just stop there, guys. This is for UJ now, and then I put it into Canva. I like to see what was my biggest losing streak, my winning streak. You can see the pinks here that are marked 1 to 6 RR, blues are 1 to 5, the white ones are 1 to 5, 1 to 5.5 are in blue, and it just goes on and on. You can see obviously a few losses in there as well. Now even what my students have been gaining success with, the break and retest that I show in my mentorship is unique, is different. And they've all agreed that they've never seen a break and retest method like this before, ever. So I think, now example, you can see some of these students here. One of my students actually traded through NFP. He got his bias right, but I advised never to trade through avoid news. But he didn't manage to catch this 1 to 6. We traded on his personal account, so that was a risk he was willing to take. Me, I would personally advise not to do that. Another student catching, this was at the beginning of 10 minutes into London session, market just tanked, and I think he caught a 1 to 6 or a 1 to 4. But another student TP hit, but then full transparency as well. Transparency, we lose as well. I lose. Look at this, posted in front of 900 students, and this is something I provide a one-to-one mentorship. Unlimited once you're in the group, guys. I do ask a few questions. Once you're in the group, it's unlimited one-to-one sessions with myself. So if you are interested, you want to fast track your trading, do get in touch with myself. Now me personally, I've traded all these SMCs, supply and demand strategies out there, trendline breakouts. I never really was a fan of the 1-to-1, 1-to-2 risk to reward. Why? Because my win rate has to be much higher. But ultimately, why? Because if when it comes to psychology, right, imagine you lose 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row. It's not going to be the same. But knowing that if you do lose 4 in a row, but you got a one of your trades can just pull out like a 1 to 5, 1 to 6 and cover all the previous losses, it just sits better in my mind. So okay, let's break this down one by one, and let's go into let me just show you the simplicity of this. Now risk management as well, right? I want to go over this as well. Let's go start with the smaller time frame. So I'm seeing a level of a breakout, so let's refine this. Let's go into a lot more detail into this. So after marking up my levels, look at this, guys, I've gotten a breakout. Now you can choose if you want this breakout on the 15-minute, 10-minute. So what we'll do is let's stick to one time frame for the breakout. So we'll stick to the 15-minute. We got the breakout here on the 15-minute, and then we'll stick to one time frame for the entries. So this is basically the breakout, the 15-minute. What do we see here? Oh, let me just put that back. And then what do I see, guys? Look at this, bullish candle closes on the 5-minute confirmation candle, it comes back down, it closes, but it closes above the key level. So that would tell me straight away, okay, price does not want to go below this key level again. First this was resistance, now it's become support. Now we get another bullish candle. So first of all, I would have entered from this bearish candle once it came down back into my zone. But again, another bullish candle, strong. These are strong, by the way, these are pretty strong bullish candles. After price comes back down here, I'll be 100% in the trade by this moment. And this would, you know, just gives a nice 126.5, and price just keeps on going. Now, I mean, look at the simplicity of it, guys. Don't you want a strategy with, you know, where you don't have to have the stress of, you know, where big, you know, if I lose 3-4 trades in a row. I mean, whenever I place a trade now, if you've been watching my videos, guys, you'll know that I mark my losses in orange and my wins in blue. You know what I do when I this is another thing I believe traders ignore. When, you know, well, what they should not do, and this is exactly what they do. When you imagine this is my live position and I'm managing this live, right? And I'm expecting like a 1 to 5, 1 to 6, whatever you want to call it. Soon as I'm in the trade, you know what I do? I mark it orange, and I just mark the wrong thing orange. What I do is I mark this orange. Why? If I just, you know, mark it as a blue and it's just watching it live, I'm going to be hopeful that it wins. If I mark it orange, psychologically I'm already telling you this is already a loss. I'm not bothered, you know. It doesn't, you know, I'm not bothered if I lose. If I lose the trade, I'm already expecting that. Another tip I would give guys as well, if you look at your overall balance, suppose it's 100,000, you start in a fresh FTMO account, 100,000 or any platform account, which you know, 100,000 brand new fresh account. Suppose you have risked 1% or 0.5%. Let's just go with 1%. I've risked 1%. Tell yourself straight away you lost the trade. Now your new balance is 99,000. If you're risking 1%. By the way, I go into risk management in my other videos. Don't do that. Don't risk 1% straight away. So why? Because if it does come back to 99,000, it's not a shock to your system. Simple as. Here I'll mark the loss. I want to focus on my next 10 trades, my next 20 trades. And if I even show you guys, for now, this is the data I've collected for UJ, right? 1 to 6 RR is marked in pink. My losses are in, you know, yellow. My wins are in blue. 1 to 5s are in blue. Some of these, so this is data I've collected. You know why? Because I like to see on average, you know, what's my winning streak, my losing streak. So this is super important. So if let's just say this was an NFP Friday, 5 losing trades. I only took, I believe it was about 2 losing trades. But then, you know, sorry, apologies, this was the NFP losing trade. So caught a 1 to 3, 2 losses, then I caught a 1 to 4. Now this I caught live on this particular day. I caught, which I even posted in the 1-to-1 mentorship here. You know, I post my losses and wins. So I caught 2 losses, and then I think something came up and I just didn't bother trading for the rest of the day. But then the next 3 trades would have also been losses. So, you know, I survived 5 losing trades. Now regarding here, you know, now let's just say 1 win, 2 losses, 1 win. Now if I look over here, guys, my biggest losing streak here is 5, but overall 4 here, 4 here. Oh, there's actually a 5 here as well. Let me see if I have anything else. Now what does this data tell me? That this is what I've worked out. It was a total of 100 and, I mean, these are 25 each, so 25, 50, 100, 150, 125, and then this would have made it 150. But so under 150 trades. Just wanna, yeah, 150 trades. So I got backtested data for that. Now I know on average I can lose 2-3 trades on average in a row. So do you have your data? You know, do you backtest enough? And you know, do you backtest with a lot of discipline? Right, sometimes when you have a losing trade, you're like, yeah, but I wouldn't have taken that. Even my advice would be the trades that you think you wouldn't have taken, mark them as a loss too, and then watch. If you're still up in profitability, still after trades maybe you'd have messed up on or wouldn't have taken, you know, all these trades that you 50-50 on, but still mark them as a loss, because even if you still, then after all that and you still turn out to be profitable, you got a strong edge over the market. Now edge comes in many shapes and forms, small percentages even. Let me go back to this now. Example, 1 loss over excuse me, 1 loss over here, just turned into a bit of an ogre then. 1 loss over here. Now I know, okay, my next trade could be the winning one, and that's exactly what happens over here. Now look at this as a confirmation candle over here. Look at the simplicity of the break and retest, guys. Bullish candle breakout, super strong bullish candle. After that, print price comes in the zone. This could be a nice 1 to 2. Worst comes to worst. Now sometimes you might want to take this 1 to 2 even if you just witnessed a, you know, a loss. But my advice, if it goes this far out, what I would do is just mark this yellow, put the trade at break even when it goes. That's why I say to my students as well, when we do the live one-to-one or group calls. By the way, if you're interested, the link will be in the video description if I've not mentioned it earlier. You know, basically what you want to do is, if it goes this far out, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, I just tell the students put it at a break even. If it comes back, it's all good. So you just move on to the next one. And what happens with the next one? Price keeps going, and we lose the trade. Right? It's part of the game. It's a game of probabilities. No one can never predict the future. No one can never know what's exactly going to happen. One of my favorite, if I could ever choose a superpower, would I want to fly or become like Superman or anything like that? Nah, I'd rather have the ability just to see a few hours in the future, and I can see exactly. Could you imagine if you could actually see the future, a few hours, and you just capitalize on these moves every time you know a certain pair is going to tank, just enter the money, and then yeah, it would be pretty insane. Anyways, okay. So as I go along, I can see here, capitalize on this. So almost pretty much is actually 1 to 8. Market breaks through again, and then let me go back to the smaller time frame and let's break down the reason for the entries. Now, another thing as well, guys, you have to accept deep down, and only then it's going to work. Losses, they're gonna happen. It's unavoidable. You can see consolidation, but the reason, this huge bearish candle long wick rejection, it's not the best one, but still a very strong candle. It would mean my confidence to hold on to the trade, and then the market just obviously just tanks from there. But for the reason to get into the trade, guys, you can see consolidation. Now this is one of the messier ones. I wouldn't class these as my A+ or B+ setups. I don't like a strong breakout, strong confirmation candles. But let's just say, you know what? Let's just stick to what I said earlier. Let's mark it. Let me see on a bigger time frame before I do this. Yeah, look at this, guys. Breakout, huge engulfing bearish candle, breaks all this support. Price comes back up. Look at this bullish candle, but a very, very weak one. And then price comes back up one more time. Just a entry. I was gonna mark it actually a loss, but then after I just seen them, got my end. But remember, I know I'm using different time frames here. You want to stick to a time frame, guys, that will definitely help with your strategy. Look at all these time frames I've got here: 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. Another thing is, have you tested all the time frames? Have you tested all a currency pair that you think uniquely does suit your personality? Are you doing all these things? I put all the work in. I still backtest, guys, till this day. I've been trading for almost on and off 8, well, not on and off, but like 8+ to years. Been profitable since the last 3.5, and I've just never looked back. Why? Because I'm always learning. I believe I look at myself as a student of the game, and if the markets are always forever changing, right? And please do not ignore this. If the markets are forever changing, then you have to also be forever learning. Simple as that. If the markets were exactly the same, then your education, you can stop researching. But if the markets are continuing to evolve, you have to continue to adapt. Simple as. Now, when the market see if you let's go on a bigger time frame. Let's see. Now this is gold, right? I know some people are gonna say, well, yeah, back testing is this. Why do you live stream? Well, there's a reason why I don't live stream. It's because if I was a scalper, right, then I would live stream. I've tried scalping with gold. Not my cup of tea. I'm an intraday trader. It's what's made me. If it's not broken, why change it, right? So I'm gonna stick to what I do. I'm an intraday trader. Some of my trades last a few hours, guys. Do you want to watch me live stream while some of my trades going on for like, I don't know, 6-7 hours? Okay, you guys might be like, okay, yeah, we can watch that. But me personally, how can I sit? What am I going to do? Leave the computer on, put it on live, and then just take my trade and just walk away? No, I don't want to do that. Then I'm like, if you want to watch my trading results, join the Discord. It's free. You can see my results. I post them, the before and after trades, everything, and they actually got the times are on them, which I screenshot on my phone, so I can't cheat. I can't fake anything. It's all real. Forget even put me to the side, guys. My students who are part of my one-to-one mentorship program, they posting their results. If I had a strategy that's not if I wasn't able to make this work, or had a strategy that wasn't working, I can't make someone else profitable. I have one of my students almost 300k funded. I have another student who made about 4.7k. She made about in about 2 days. I have another student, it goes on and on, but most of them, some of them even trade on their personal accounts. I have a student who's 54 years old, and he's made, had this huge change. And some of them post their funded certificates. Only one's posted their payout, the other ones don't. Very discreet, and I think maybe they just got that from myself, just because I don't really post. I might start doing that though. Start posting. We'll see. I'm a very private individual. I just think that how much I earn is none of anyone's business. But yeah, apply the break and retest, guys. I'm sure there's other strategies out there, but I'm on about the simplest one. I'm speaking from this standpoint, where if majority of if everyone got together, what strategy would they have the most success with, right? Chances of becoming profitable, or for me, it's the break and retest. On top of that, guys, you have me one-to-one unlimited sessions. Of course, I ask a few questions. I don't take everyone on. I'm looking for like-minded individuals who have a hunger for obsession, but who have a hunger for success, and who are obsessed with with trading. And that's what I just basically look for. Again, ask a few questions. If you are interested in joining the one-to-one, guys, link will be in the video description. If you want to learn a super simple strategy to break and retest, I'm a 700k funded trader. I'm not the smartest guy you'll ever meet. If it's worked for me, guys, I see why it shouldn't work for you. I hope you found this video insightful, helpful. Take care, and if you use your risk management correctly, that's what it's all about. Apply discipline, have the patience. There is no reason why you shouldn't work. I hope this was provided value. Take care, and I'm out.